Sorry for the very late start. Well, I wouldn't say very late. I mean, they're just now taking the field for the warm-up. Welcome, everyone. I am Dr. Delay, as my mic is messing up here. Welcome to another edition of me just calling. I don't know. MLB play-by-play. I am Dr. Delay. There we go. That's more proper. Welcome to another edition of play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Again, I am, well, me, Dr. Delay. As we got the Pirates taking on the Marlins. Mitch Keller going to be the starting pitcher for the Pirates. As we'll go ahead, and I am kind of sleep deprived, so I really do apologize. Honestly, very surprised that the Pirates won the poll. I'll go ahead and show you guys. Very happy and surprised at the same time. Guys crushed it. Pirates fans showing out, wanting their game covered. So hopefully you guys are able to make it to the stream. I mean, just that is crazy. That is awesome. Yeah, definitely really neat there. As you know, there's still obviously a lot of Pirates fans on this channel. I'm actually going to go ahead and just put this in the playlist. I'm sorry, I know, unprofessional. I'm literally the worst because, you know, I should be doing this off stream, but literally as soon as the Padres Dodgers game ended yesterday, I went straight to bed. I was exhausted, and then I woke up at 5:30 this morning, and yeah, I didn't really get to sleep much, and you know, I'm getting home from work just now, and I'm exhausted myself. I'm not gonna lie, I am dead. But hopefully you guys enjoy the stream. You know, there's no more complaining from me. I mean, I can complain, but it does not matter, huh? So, but yeah, no, who you guys got in this one? Pirates, Marlins. Hopefully you guys will vote as we see vote coming in there. Pirates. Look at that. So, yeah, hopefully you guys, again, you enjoy what you see. I'll do, again, Pirates, Marlins today. Obviously, again, you guys voted for it. As we're going to work our way back into some action here. This is Xavier Edwards. Edwards batting .283, OPS of .677. No homers and 14 RBIs. That's going to be outside ball one. As we are officially underway in Pittsburgh. Pirates, they are looking good. They've won 4 in a row. Of course, that is with the Phillies sweep and, of course, yesterday's win. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be upstairs ball 2. The Marlins are 2-8 in their last 10. They have been struggling as of late. So can it continue? Here is the 2-0. That's going to be inside ball 3. Keller having some location issues as we begin this one here. 3-0 count to Edwards. Here is the pitch. That's going to be right down the middle, strike one. First strike of the game there on the 4th pitch of the game. Edwards again batting .281, OPS of .675. It's an okay season. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right. Looks like Reynolds is under it and makes the catch for out number 1. So down goes Edwards to begin this one. That's going to bring up Jesus Sanchez. Sanchez batting .262, OPS of .744, 5 home runs and 25 RBIs on the year. Not many people out there in Pittsburgh. I mean, it is kind of a Pirates-Marlins series. You're not going to see the best teams in baseball today, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. Though, I honestly was kind of expecting a little bit more support. You know, again, the Pirates winning 4 games in a row. Can they make it 5? Don't want to jinx them there, but I'm pulling for them, obviously. You can probably see the Pirates jersey that they refuse to wear for some reason. A little bit of communication from the umpire, and looking like that was towards the Marlins dugout. I don't know if that was to them or something else, as that's going to be in the dirt for ball 1. Also, I do have a vote poll. I've been kind of trying to figure out more ways to, you know, engage with you guys. Got a poll in the comments. Feel free to vote. Who you guys got tonight? Marlins, Pirates. I imagine it's going to be mostly Pirates getting the votes, but you never know. I guess there might be some pessimistic Pirates fans or some Marlins fans, of course, you know, checking out the stream. Of course, you're always welcome, as that's going to be inside ball 3. to Sanchez, and kind of the same thing with Edwards. Edwards was starting off 3-0, then it was 3-1, then he flew out on the 3-1. Here, same thing, 3-1. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit right, but also foul. That one, actually, that was actually hit out of the stadium. Sanchez displaying that power. Here is the 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Keller kind of coming back there to get him out, and that's going to bring up Lopez. Is it Otto Lopez? He is batting .233, OPS of .686, 6 home runs, 24 RBIs. And again, if you're just strictly a baseball fan, I'll see what I can do. I am exhausted, and again, I know I won't complain about it again. But I'll see what I can do about doing a doubleheader tonight, as that's going to be in there for strike one. 0-1 count to Lopez. That's the Pirates again. We're just getting underway here in the top of the first. Here's the 0-1. Did he go? He did. Trying to hold up. Strike two called. I believe there's a few other games going on. There you go. Of course, I guess I can show you guys that during the half-inning break. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball to short. IKF throws to first for out number 3. So 1, 2, 3, go the Marlins as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Your score is still 0-0. Again, if you do like what you see, folks, and you aren't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. If you're a Pirates fan, you got to do it. I mean, I've been doing mostly Pirates games. In fact, you can see the record of the Pirates when I call them. They're 9-13. That means I've done 22. This is their 23rd game. And I think that's actually more than half of what I've done. I think, let me look at the playlist here. You know, this is the playlist at 44. So this is the 45th game. So the majority of the games I've done is it's about, 50% of the games? That would be just 50%. That I've done Pirates. So I do mostly Pirates. Reynold, how's it going, man? Sorry, it's been a while since I've done a Pirates. Well, no, I did a Pirates-Phillies game literally Sunday. But for that, I guess I had to take the week off with the Pirates as they were playing the Rangers. I just couldn't find was it the Astros, Rangers? I can't remember. It was a Texas team. But it's good to see you. So we're covering. Hopefully we can make it 5 in a row today. I'm very excited about that possibility. Reynolds, don't hesitate to vote if you haven't already. I do say there's 2 votes, so you may have already. Again, Pirates, Marlins, who you got? I imagine it's probably going to be a lot of Pirates votes, because, again, mostly Pirates fans here. But, of course, if you're a Marlins fan, feel free to voice. I mean, it's like, it's whatever, We're all just chilling in the basement together. I just personally think the Pirates are a little bit better of a team than the Marlins. I still have some PTSD from opening day. Not really thrilled with how that. I honestly believe had the Pirates went 3-1 or 4-0 or 4-0 3-1, that the Pirates actually would be above 500 personally. That's my belief. I think that just kind of ruined the whole mentality of the season. And here, of course, is a former ace, and you'd like to still call him that. Sandy here, Alcantara, 2-7 with a 7.89 ERA. I mean, that is just insane. Just a massive drop-off here. Unbelievable. 4 in a row. I know, right? I got to start the parade. I got to start the parade for Pittsburgh. As in steps in Cruz, and Cruz is going to foul this one off to begin the bottom of the first. Let's get some stats for Cruz here. Cruz is batting .227, OPS of .811, 12 home runs, 28 RBIs. Still throwing the stolen bases there. He's still 23 stolen bases. Very good. As the 0-1 is going to be fouled back yet again. So very quickly, 0-2. So hopefully I'm good luck here for the Pirates as, 4 in a row. Looking to move to 10-13 when I call Pirates games. Here's the 0-2. That's way outside for ball 1. 1-2 count to Cruz. And hopefully you guys, again, enjoying the new thumbnails that I'm custom making now. It takes a little bit more work, but it's worth it, as here's a ground ball to second. Throws to first for out number 1. I think they look a lot nicer than, stealing them off the internet, obviously. I really enjoy it. I'm going to shout out my wife for helping me make it. And I, of course, put it all together, but she set the template up. I just got to not ruin the template somehow. And that's going to bring up Andrew McCutchen. Can he be clutching as he is batting on the year? If I can get this. Jeez, I forgot how he's played forever. As here's the first pitch. That's going to be hit to right. And that's going to down for a base hit. He may go 2, and he is. He's hustling into second, and he is safe. So with the 1-out double here in the bottom of the first, McCutchen putting himself into scoring position, as he's going to be batting above now, 264 with an OPS of 749, 5 homers and 22 RBIs. So now he's batting, 268. Did I say something wrong? I said 250 something. He's 268. 268 now. I can't talk. That's going to bring up Brian Reynolds, who is heating up. Of course, we talked about it plenty of times, how he's better in June. Batting 238, OPS of 696, 8 home runs, 39 RBIs. Runner on second, as this one is fouled back. Pirates were able to score some offense yesterday, like a lot of offense. I mean, as you can see there, 10-3. So, the Steelers beating the Dolphins in a 10-3 shootout there. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be fouled back. Again, if you are a Pirates fan, I do encourage you to subscribe. It's pretty much 50-50 on like it's either a Pirates game or a non-Pirates game, and that's including the stretch last week where I could not cover them at all. Obviously I did Phillies, but, I really do prioritize the Pirates. So, again, if you're a Pirates fan, let other Pirates fans know. Let's make this a Pirates channel. Of course, I do throw in other games as well, but, one can only take so many, 1 or 2 run-scoring games from the Pirates. But they are playing better as of late. As Alcantara sets and fires. That's in the dirt. Ball 3. Very nice snag there from the catcher. So we got another vote in Marlins. Okay, so we got either a Marlins fan or a Pirates. Well, honestly, I wouldn't say pessimist, but, honestly, kind of realistic. So, again, we're not exactly the best team in the world. I think most Pirates fans are pretty self-aware. Here is the 1-2. That's going to be called strike 3, and Reynolds isn't even going to argue. That's how you know he got caught looking there, as that's going to bring up Spencer Horwitz. And I say that because Reynolds is usually very fired up and very argumentative. Batting 214, OPS of 600, 1 home run and 6 RBIs. He has struggled. Well, I guess he's doing a little bit better. He had a really rough stretch for a while there. And Horwitz hits this to left, and it is caught by the left fielder near the wall for out number 3. So the Pirates can do no more there, as McCutchen is going to be left stranded. So we head to the top of the second inning. Your score, 0-0. Here are your scores from around the major leagues. Looks like everyone has scored as many runs as me and you have today. So, again, we're just getting started. Usually, though, there is somebody that'll score in the first inning. Maybe the Cubs-Phillies can do something. I don't know. But, again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Every subscriber helps. I cannot stress that enough. Like and subscribe. I mean, this might sound silly. You guys have probably watched a lot of YouTube, but I've just found out that likes are actually very important. So, again, also hit that like button. I never really push likes. I'm like, well, I don't know what they do. Apparently, they boost, if people like it, then YouTube will kind of circle this around. So, again, hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps me out so much. As I actually inch closer to 200 subscribers would be fantastic. Fantastic if I'm able to do that tonight. Again, I guess there's going to not be much shame here, but feel free to share with your other Pirates friends. Marlins, I don't really cover the Marlins much. I haven't really interacted with many Marlins fans, so I can't really say I'm going to cover Marlins games. But again, if the Marlins fans just let me know, I mean, as you can see, I do other games, and that's not random. That is because other subscribers have stepped up and, spoken out like, hey, I'd like you to cover this team and this team. I do a lot of NL West because the NL West fans apparently like me. So, last night, obviously, that was a great Dodgers game and stuff like that. So, yeah, again, it's just, you just got to let me know. And I do want to say I'll be back for football season. So baseball season isn't the end. You can see I have the Hall of Fame game already ready up. So if you're a football fan, I mean, this is a good channel for you. Especially if you're a Steelers fan, guaranteeing every Steelers game and then plus another game as well. And I'll let you guys vote for that other game. Same with college, Pitt, and then another college game at least. There might be potentially up to 4 college games, as that is strike 1 to Ramirez, who's batting .238, 8 home runs, 19 RBIs. And that's going to be in the dirt for ball 1. In fact, I already said all the stats, so I read it on the screen. So I don't know why I'm showing you guys. 1-1 count here to Ramirez as we begin the top of the second. And again, I do have a poll up, so feel free to vote who you got, Marlins or Pirates. Here's the 1-1, and this one is sent very high pop-up. I don't know who's under. It looks like it's IKF who has to stumble backwards and make the catch for out number 1. This is going to bring up Kyle Stowers. Stowers is batting .280, OPS of .826. Very, actually, solid numbers. 10 home runs, 33 RBIs. Stowers, 27 years old. No, he had a pretty decent series against the Pirates earlier this year, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1 count to Stowers. It's actually their only hitter above 800 OPS, but I feel like we only have one as well. Here is the 0-1 from Keller. That's going to be hit to left. Frazier on the run, but that one is just out of play. So it'll be 0-2. Again, I do apologize. That was probably the last time I mentioned it. I'm trying to wake up as I go. I've been sleep deprived the whole day. Last night's game ended late. That went to extras. Then I had to wake up this morning really early to go to work. Just getting home from work about 30 minutes ago, so I had to hustle and make this real quick. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be upstairs ball 1. Hopefully it's an exciting offensive game that can really get me going. I love good offense. Love it so much. Or maybe the Pirates do some dumb things and I get riled up because of that. One or the other. Hopefully it's, the first option. Here's the 1-2. That's a swing and a miss from Keller. He struck him out. Keller started off kind of like, I don't know. He's been pitching off out of the zone, but it's kind of locked it in as of the last few batters. That's going to bring up Eric Wagaman. Wagaman batting .248, OPS of .662, 4 home runs and 18 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 1. Again, feel free to vote in the chat. Looks like the Marlins fans or Pirates realistic fans have voted Marlins. They're thinking, now there's no way you can do 5 in a row. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Marlins take the lead in the chat. Very nice there for Marlins fans. I think that's kind of funny. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. There's a guy that's always in. I mentioned him on the channel a lot. Jaguar Gator. He's fantastic. He's been very good to me. Here's the 1-2. That's outside ball 2. There's a guy called Jackson McMahon. I wonder if he's ever going to stop by. I know he's a big Marlins fan. And then there's another Marlins fan that's also in there. They always talking about the Marlins. Like, I love my Steelers and Pirates. I don't know if I can continuously talk about them 24/7. Here is the 2-2. That's going to be hit to right. Reynolds jogging over by the wall and can't make the catch. Just wasn't sure where the wall is. That did land in foul territory. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big Steelers fan. Much bigger Steelers fan than Pirates. But, obviously with the Steelers, there's not much to talk about. Yes, we got 7 votes now. So, yeah, the votes are wrapping up here. Pirates Nation losing. Or maybe they are winning. They're sending a message to who they think is going to win tonight. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be tapped foul. And I would totally understand it again. The Pirates have won 4 in a row. Might be time to throw the parade out there because that might be the longest winning streak of the season. So they're like, no, 5 is just too many. Here is the 2-2. That's going to be chopped to third. Hayes has it, throws to first for out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the second. It's still 0-0. There are your scores from around the major leagues. 2 of them, 2 major leagues. And again, I do want to emphasize that, again, if you're a Pirates fan, definitely hit that subscribe button. I mean, I'll show you all the yellow P's up there, Pirates logos. Again, I've been doing this since opening day, and again, I kind of blame the Marlins for our start of the season. You can blame yourself, and that's fine. I, for the most part, do blame the Pirates and Bob Nutting, but I believe had we at least started off 3-1, which I know we could have, I think the Pirates would actually not have had negative mojo. They would have felt good about themselves going forward, and I think we'd be in a much better spot. I don't know what in the world has happened, but hopefully it never happens again. Also, I do want to remind you guys that I will be here football season. Much bigger football fan than baseball fan, but I do want to emphasize as well that if you're just strictly here for baseball, I'm not going to be giving up on baseball because football's here. I'll still be doing baseball pretty much until the regular season ends and do a little bit of playoff baseball as well because, again, I do have a lot of subscribers that are NL West fans, and the NL West is, well, they're really good at baseball, maybe if you ignore the team from Denver. Even the Diamondbacks, their games are always exciting. But, yeah, no, I will have you guys be picking the other game as well. Of course, it's going to be Steelers. So, again, if you're Pirates Steelers fans, you really should hit that subscribe button. We got to support each other for one. I mean, you're supporting more of me, honestly. I'm not going to lie. I can't really support you as much. But I can support you by putting on the game or, at least covering the game. Can't show you the game, obviously. But definitely cover them. And then the other game will be voted on by you guys, the subscribers. You guys voted for this one tonight. I'm going to keep that system going for college and NFL. And, again, I'll be doing as many Pitt games as possible. They play Duquesne. I'm actually going to be working on that thumbnail probably later down this week, as I'm still working on getting all the college logos. That's a lot of logos. But anyway, yeah, no, sports channel, this is it for you, as that's going to be in there for a cold strike to Nick Gonzalez. He is batting .231 OPS of .750, 1 home run and 3 RBIs. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be inside for ball 1. And again, if you're like a Marlins fan, hey, let me know for Dolphins. I'll do some Dolphins, or if you're Miami Hurricanes. Again, there's other time windows, which the Dolphins are probably going to be playing at the same time as the Steelers. But anyway, here's going to be a ground ball to second, throws to first for out number 1. But, again, it's just another sports channel for you, just in case you're, you want to watch something and your streamer ain't on, or, Tom Grossi's doing another game, you don't want to do that game, or, Jaguars doing this game. It's like, I got you covered. As here is Adam Frazier batting .264 OPS of .695, 3 home runs and 16 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be on the outside corner, strike 1. Frazier actually very good against Sandy in his career, batting .467 with 2 home runs. As that's a swing and a miss, strike 2. But Sandy right now getting the best of Frazier. 0-2 count. Battle of teams that aren't exactly in the wild card race, but hey, I guess you never know if the Pirates can string together some wins. And the catcher, I don't know why, Fortes, he's coming out to talk to Sandy. I don't know if there's a pitch comp thing or whatnot. Sandy was looking really good, and then all of a sudden, you see him just stopping everything. So, all right, we're going to resume play here with the little mound visit concluding. 0-2 count, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. 0-0 is your score. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be inside for ball 1. catcher held it there for an extra second or two. You know, that's passive-aggressive. Like, yeah, that should have been a strike, umpire. Glad it was not. Here's the 1-2. That's in the dirt for ball 2. Again, feel free to chat away in the comments. And again, I do have a poll up. It's at 7 votes. Feel free to make your voice heard. Who do you think is going to win tonight, Pirates or Marlins? Marlins currently up 57% to 43%. Here's the 2-2. Frazier pops it up, but that one is going to go foul. 2-2 count, bottom of the second. 1 out. 0-0 is your score. Just in case you don't have access to, a screen, I got you covered. 2 scoreboards up there. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be popped up foul. I know there's actually people that just have the phone on as they listen, and that's pretty neat. And I got one, though, right there and right there. And, of course, I got a ticker for you. Of course, there's more than just baseball. In September, it'll be littered, with college football, NFL, baseball. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be chopped foul. So this is getting into a nice little battle here from Frazier. Started off 0-2, then it worked it to 2-2, and has fouled off 3 consecutive pitches. So 2-2 count as Alcantara delivers the 2-2. That's going to be hit. Once again, foul. Oh, my goodness. Frazier working that pitch count that was actually looking very efficient. Despite this long at bat, he's only at 21 pitches here with 1 out in the second. 8 pitches this at bat. Here is the 9th as Alcantara delivers. That's going to be poked into right, and that's going to get down for a base hit just over the second baseman's head. So that's usually what happens when you work a long at bat. You just tire the pitcher out. As Frazier does a nice job, that's going to bring up Henry Davis, batting .205. I believe an OPS was in the 600s there. 656, 4 home runs, and 10 RBIs. There we go. Runner on first with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Davis pops it up, and that one is going to stay in play as they can't find it. Oh, it's going to land. Lopez could not find it, but gets Frazier out. Davis, of course, did go to first. That is unfortunate for Frazier, but it is what it is. Nothing really changes, as that's going to bring up Cabrian Hayes, batting .226, OPS of .559, 1 home run, and 18 RBIs. Eventually we'll show what's going on, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. Again, something I've critiqued the Pirates, Pittsburgh Sportsnet, is that they will focus on, at times, anything but the game. They'll show graphics, they'll show fans, they'll interview something, as that's going to be chopped foul, and they will wait. And, of course, they're always late returning. Not always, but there will be times where I'm coming back and the count's already 1-1 or 2-0, 0-2. It's ridiculous, honestly. I don't know what in the world is going on, but they need to improve their coverage. 0-2 count. I am glad they got the better score bugs. Last year's score bug was just, looking like it's from the 2000s. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be hit to short, and he's going to step on the bag for out number 3. So we head to the top of the 3rd inning. It is still 0-0. Joseph, how's it going, man? Thank you for stopping by once again. Doing some Pirates here. Pirates and Marlins. Pirates fans, I'm assuming it's Pirates fans, unless my channel got raided by, a bunch of Marlins. Pirates fans won that vote. They crushed it. Oh, my goodness. 2, 3, 4. So they had 9 votes for Pirates and Marlins. It's just, I don't know if I get to Dodgers-Padres tonight. I am sleep-deprived, but we're going to make it work. We're gonna at least finish out this one. Again, feel free to vote. Joseph, if you haven't already, who's going to win tonight? Marlins Pirates. Right now, they have scored as many runs as all of us have. So those are your scores from around the major leagues. Again, if you haven't subscribed or hit that like button, definitely do that. It definitely helps me out a lot. I really do appreciate it. If you're a Pirates fan and you haven't subscribed yet, this is my sales pitch, the fact that I've done them. Well, this is going to be my 23rd game doing them this year, which is 1 out of every 3. And I do a baseball game in general about 2 out of every 3 days. Though this past week I did, the last 2 weeks here. 1, 2, 3, 7, 11, 15, 6. This is my 18th stream in the last 2 weeks. So I'm ramping it up. I don't work evenings anymore. So, again, if you're just a sports fan, which I know there's a UFL game in there. I did that. And I actually did very well. Very happy about that. If you're a sports fan, this is definitely a channel for you. Pirates, no doubt, never going to lose another game. Dude, they haven't even lost at all. They're 67-0 going for the 68th consecutive win. It's probably one of the most underrated stories in all baseball. Why? Because no one's talking about it. And I'm sick and tired of seeing this propaganda that the Pirates are 27-40. That is... I don't know. That is such fake news, as that's going to be down low ball 1. Dane Myers is going to be at the plate batting .300, OPS of 789. As here's the 1-0. That's going to be in there, a called strike. 3 home runs and 15 RBIs. Yeah, just a lot of anti-Pirates propaganda. As here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So look at me running my mouth. About the Pirates. And the Marlins get on here, leading off the top third. That's going to bring up Fortes, the catcher, batting 188, OPS of 543, 1 home run, 4 RBIs. And I'll see what I can do about tonight's game, as here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, called strike. Really going to just see how I feel in the 8th or 9th inning. If I'm still tired, I don't think I'll be doing a doubleheader today. So I feel bad about that, but I'm just exhausted. No sleep for me apparently. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Just glad we aren't second worst in the NL anymore. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding, man. Again, I mentioned earlier, I strongly believe, and maybe you guys disagree, and that's fair, but had we not blown all those losses to Miami at the beginning of the year, so here's the 0-2, that's in the dirt ball 1. If we lose those games, maybe not in such a dramatic fashion, because we had the lead in all 4 of the Pirates-Marlins games. We only walked away with 1, late in the 9th inning. But yeah, if we start off 3-1, 4-0, 3-1, even 2-2, and just not losing that way. Here's the 1-2. Checked his swing. He did not go. I feel like the Pirates are around 500. I feel like we would have had a lot more confidence because, you just lose to the Marlins and then the most embarrassing way possible with 3 walk-offs. I feel like the Pirates' mentality would be a lot better, and you'd probably see a lot more of what you saw last year, as that's going to be chopped foul off his foot. Obviously we weren't great last year, but, we usually have started the last few years, started off strong. Thinking the Dodgers beat down on San Diego yesterday, though, kind of had a Yankees defense going. I did cover that game yesterday. That was a fantastic game. Then it kind of became a pitcher's stool. But it was a good game. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit to left. That one was yanked to left. And it's still going as it's gone. A 2-run homer here in the top of the 3rd. Fortes, that's his 2nd home run of the season as Miami goes up 2-0. And it looks like Marlins fans are Pirates pessimists, a.k.a. the realists. Definitely correct in the chat as of now with the poll. Again, if you haven't voted yet, feel free to vote. It's a free country. And I'm going to go ahead and keep that right here for you guys. You guys have the right to vote. Let me know what you guys think, who you think is going to win. Right now, Marlins up 2-0. As here's the pitch to Sanoja. I want to say that's Sanoja. Javier Sanoja. He is batting .241, OPS of 619, 1 home run, 14 RBIs. That's going to be in there for strike 2, and he didn't like the call. Facepalm, yeah, no, it's unfortunate. Luis, how's it going? Of course, thank you for stopping by as always. Luis is a goat as Hayes gets it, throws to first for out number 1. You're not missing much. You're missing, well, of course, there was a 2-run shot literally just before you joined. Marlins up 2-0 in the top of the 3rd. That's going to bring up Xavier Edwards, batting .281 OPS of .675. Something I know my dad would say is that, with the Pirates winning, and I can show you guys yesterday just in case you didn't know, Pirates winning 10-3, they used up all their runs earlier in Game 1, so you won't expect much scoring tonight or tomorrow. As here's the first pitch to Edwards. That's going to be outside for ball 1. See, it's now 50%, 50%. So despite the 2-run shot by the Marlins, still some faith here that the Pirates could come back and get the dub, as that's going to be in there for strike 1. 1-1 count to Edwards. 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball, and that one is just foul. I don't think Horwitz was going to get to that, so we're very fortunate here. We as in Pirates, obviously. Again, I'll try to keep it down the middle, but, obviously you see the jersey. I'll probably say we. But that's as far. I won't be biased, I don't think. If anything, I'll just be more critical of the Pirates. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be ground ball up the middle. IKF has it, throws to first for out number 2. That's going to bring up Sanchez, batting .261, OPS of .740. I will be letting you guys know I am doing Pirates Marlins tomorrow. So if you guys are free around noontime, lunchtime, wherever you're from, I'll be here. As here's the first pitch. That's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 1. So I'll be back tomorrow. It's a noon, about 12:35 Eastern, 11:35 Central Time start. So I'll be back. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be chopped to first. Horwitz has it, steps on the bag for out number 3. But the Marlins get 2 on a 2-run home run. I already for Fortes. That's right. So the Marlins lead 2-0. And again, I do ask that if you like what you see, 1, hit that like button. 2, definitely subscribe. If you're a Pirates fan and you've been here multiple times and you haven't subscribed, I think they're just honestly at this point, and I'm actually kind of serious about this, you might have a little bit of a problem. Because, again, I've done Pirates games. This is my 23rd Pirates game. It's not my 23rd game overall. As you can see, I do other baseball games as well. Again, I do listen to the subscribers. Most of my subscribers are Pirates fans. So, again, I'm going to prioritize the Pirates. But, the other subscribers, they definitely are very supportive of their teams and seem to like what I'm doing. So I do bounce around the major leagues. But, again, the Pirates are the priority again. Last week, I could not cover a game. I did the Phillies, but I couldn't do any. I can't do any Rangers or Astros if the Pirates play those teams. I can't do those games. That's just this is the way the blackout works. And again, if you're a football fan, Steelers fan, or a University of Pitt fan, which I need to click on Pittsburgh as one of my favorite teams, I'll be doing as many of those games as possible. Every Steelers game and then every Pitt game I'm able to watch. And then, of course, I do let you guys vote for another, example for Sunday, Week 1. You guys will be voting between those games in the afternoon because I'll be doing at least 2 there and at least 2 on Saturdays with potential up to 4 if my voice can go all the way. I will do from big noon kickoff all the way to Pac-12 at night. So, that'd be great. I plan on doing that at least once this year, but I'll try to do it as many times as possible. So hopefully, again, if you're just a sports fan in general, I think this is a great channel for you. Again, I'm closing in on 200 subscribers, so hopefully I'm able to do that tonight. If not, well, hey, there's always tomorrow, I guess. But hopefully you guys are enjoying what you see and hit that like and subscribe button. As in steps in Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He's batting .299, OPS is .720. This will be the last time I click on a the stats is that he's taken all the way for strike one. 1 home run, 14 RBIs for IKF. Who is pitching for and what are their stats? So, went over it earlier, and I understand you weren't here, so that's going to be inside ball one. Pitching for the Marlins is Sandy Alcantara. He has struggled this year. OPS, wow. ERA of 7.63. IKF hits this down the third base line. That's fair. And that gets a very favorable bounce, so he's going to cruise into second with a leadoff double in the bottom of the third. It's a very nice there. Yeah, 7.63 ERA, 2-7 record, whip of a 1.6. And for the Pirates, it's Mitch Keller. Keller has a 4.20 ERA. 1-8 as a starter, but again, he doesn't deserve that 1-8 record. 1.25 ERA. I mean, I didn't realize it was 1-8. That's actually, I guess I skipped over that earlier, the record. I mean, that is insane. Here's the pitch to Cruz. That's outside ball one. Cruz is 0 for 1 on the night, batting .226, OPS of 808. 1-8 with a 4.20. I mean, again, we see Skeens with a 4-6 record with a 1.88 record or ERA. So that's amazing. Here's the 1-0. Cruz pokes this to left, and that one is actually, it was catchable. Luckily, it was just out of the reach. Sandy Alcantara is a former Cy Young. Yeah, but this year he's doing horrible. Pirates have a chance. Yeah, no, we do. I do agree. But it is the Pirates, after all, very inconsistent. Here's the 1-1, and that one's going to be hit foul. You know, I would personally am shocked that, Sandy has a ERA like that. It's not that, it's been a gradual decline. It kind of came out of nowhere. Last year, again, 4.1, but you can kind of just shrug it off. Maybe you can't, though. As here's the 1-2, as Cruz half-heartedly swings there. That's a strikeout. I think he tried to hold up. I really hope he was trying to hold up because I don't know what that was. It was a pitch on the knees. I don't know if it's still up there. It's not. So down goes Cruz. That's going to bring up McCutchen. He's 1 for 1. He had a double in the first. Batting .268, OPS of 760. Alcantara sets and fires. McCutchen fouls this one down the right field line. Five home runs, 22 RBIs for Andrew McCutchen. 0-1 count. Alcantara sets and delivers. That's going to be poked foul. 0-2 count. Look at McCutchen. He's number 190 on the all-time hit list. At 2,205 hits, he's 2 hits away from Willie Wilson. Willie McCovey, I noticed him. He's at 2,211, so 6 hits away from tying an all-time great there in San Francisco. That's going to be low for a ball. I really hope that's the cat and not some intruder. Oh, well. Could witness a murder live on stream. It is what it is, Had a good life. 1-2 count to McCutchen. Here's the pitch. That's high for ball 2. 2-2 count. Runner on second. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Pirates down 2-0, but again, they do have this part of the order that can do some damage. As here's the 2-2. That's going to be poked to second. McCutchen is out at first, but he does move IKF to third, so he's just 90 feet away, and that's going to bring up Brian Reynolds, who has played a lot better the last few weeks, returning to the form that we know that he can, be in. He's 0 for 1, though, tonight with a strikeout. Alcantara sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Okay, I can't confirm that it was my wife, not an intruder or the cat. 8 home runs, 39 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside for strike 2. Reynolds kind of looking at it. Did not like the call. Did catch a little bit, as it looks like he's going to ask for time. Again, feel free to make your voices heard. Who you got winning tonight? Marlins Pirates 50-50. I don't know if it's a bunch of Marlins fans or just a bunch of realistic Pirates fans thinking that it's just 4 in a row is just too much. I think it's about time they lose. Right now, you're probably right. Here's the 0-2. That's in the dirt for ball 1. 1-2 count here. I mean, IKF is just 90 feet away. As there's a lot of time being wasted here. I don't know what in the world's going on. Anyway, Alcantara sets and delivers. That's high for ball 2. Alcantara, he's at 42 pitches. I do not remember. We'll find out what Keller's is at. He's in the 40s, I believe. 2-2 count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. 2-0 is your score. Alcantara delivers. That's inside for ball 3. It's a good take. That was, Neil Walker with great color there. That was the exact same pitch he struck him out on the last, in the first inning. Here's the 3-2. Ball 4, so Reynolds walks. So good at bat for Reynolds, as that's going to bring up Spencer Horwitz, batting .211, OPS of .592. He's 0 for 1. I don't think I've seen a good game. I'm not hating. This is just since I've been covering the Pirates. Haven't really seen a great game from Horwitz. I'm waiting for it. Love to see it, obviously. Runners on the corners. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 1. I mean, obviously he's gotten hits, and he has a home run that I didn't get to see, but waiting for it. I think he can be pretty solid, a decent hitter if platooned right. Here's the 1-0. That's high for ball 2. Alcantara kind of a little bit wild here last few pitches, and he lost Reynolds. Now he's 2-0 to Spencer Horwitz. Alcantara sets and delivers. That's right down the middle for strike 1. Runners on the corners here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Here's the 2-1. That's outside for ball 3. Sandy's not dumb. He did not want Reynolds. Got a good pitch. Fair enough. Fair enough. Did kind of pitch around him. That is a good call there. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Yeah, Reynolds has been playing a lot better, more so of what we're used to seeing. Started off the year just kind of struggling. He was in a 2-month slump. Honestly, probably 2.5-month slump. I mean, he really just couldn't hit the ball. As Horwitz is going to ask for time. Big pitch coming up. 3-2 count, 2 outs. Runners on the corner, so this is a big opportunity for the Pirates to get on the board. Can they do it? Alcantara sets and delivers. Horwitz hits this to right. Sanchez jogging over and makes the catch for out number 3. So nothing doing there for the Pirates. So we head to the top of the 4th inning. Your score, Marlins 2, Pirates nothing. So I'll show you guys the scores from around the major leagues. There you go. In fact, I can probably show you guys a little bit more if I were to not be lazy here and scroll that down. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps me out a lot. Hit that like and subscribe button. Like to boost the algorithm, apparently. Again, I'm finding this stuff out. It's late here. Watson Rogers, well, I'm not against the move by any means. I just hope he either is so bad that we get a top 5 pick, or he's good to where that we can finally win a playoff game after 8 or 9 years. I know there's, you see the social media post and everyone's just like negative, like why is he here? It's like, I mean, just you got to just at this point leave. You got to leave the personal stuff to the side. You don't have to like the guy. There's a lot of Steelers I don't like, but I'm definitely going to pull for the best case scenario, which again, it's one or the other. We're so bad, we get a top 5 pick and maybe pick a really solid quarterback next year, for the future. Or again, we're good to where we can actually win a playoff game. That's just me. I just think it's unfortunate. That's just how the world is now, that, they let their personal feelings on something get in the way of, a fandom. And I get it, sports has been kind of politicized. But anyway, that's just the way it is. But again, if you're a Pirates fan, I definitely encourage you to hit that subscribe button. If you're a baseball fan in general, hit that subscribe button. Again, I've been working a lot of baseball games this year. It's been fun. I've gotten a lot of subscribers because of the baseball community, and I'm really thankful for you guys. I look forward to doing this next year. But also, again, if you're a football fan, well, good news. I will be back for football season, continuing, really, as obviously this is still in baseball season whenever football is back. But yeah, no, I will have you guys be voting for some of the games I do, starting with college, Iowa State, Kansas State. I'm doing that one, but so is everyone else, as that is going to be downstairs ball 1 to Lopez. But later that evening, there's going to be 3 games. I'm going to need your help. I'm going to have you guys vote for that game. Hopefully you guys enjoy that, as that's a swing and a miss, strike 1. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. I feel it, man. When I saw that we signed Geno, I wasn't too psyched and wanted Darnold, but now he does look decent, better than Minshew, but I'm not screaming Super Bowl at all. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure, yeah. I don't know how the Raiders... Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit. No. Checked. That was checked to swing outside. I thought he made contact with the ball. So 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that is a strike as he tried to hold up there. Two and 2 count. Yeah, the Raiders. I have a Raiders buddy, and he's not too positive on it. Here's the ground ball to short. IKF throws to first. He is safe. Lopez was just hustling down the line. He showed a lot of speed there, as he is on. Honestly, that is very impressive. Just a little. It's a simple ground ball. It wasn't even really softly hit or anything. Lopez is fast. That's all. That's what I learned just now, as that's going to bring in Ramirez. He's 0 for 1, batting .236, OPS of 746. Personally, I do like it when, the Raiders are good, as that's going to be popped up. Nicky G trying to find it, and he does, as he makes the catch for round number 1. I don't know how old you are. I was born in the 96, so I haven't really seen the Raiders good, throughout my life. It's been, here and there. More so not. But yeah, no, I think it would be good for the NFL for the Raiders to be good again. The thing is, I just don't like they're in Las Vegas. Like I like the Oakland Raiders, that's good stuff. I still think about, the San Diego Chargers. Here's a swing and a miss to Stowers. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Batting .278, OPS of 822. I'm interested in how Seattle will be and how Cincy starts. Some teams kind of coming back out of the shadows. Oh, wow, okay, same age. Look at that. So, no, I guess I don't know if you would remember any of the Tuck Rule game. That was 0-1. My first memory of football was in 0-2. Steelers, Falcons, Tommy Maddox tying with Michael Vick. 34-34. That was the first earliest memory I have. Here's the 0-1. That's a swing and a miss, strike 2. But, yeah, since the Raiders, remember they went 8-8 one year. They had a really good year with Carr, but then he gets hurt. So that was just unfortunate stuff for the Raiders. Yeah, Cincy usually starts off slow, and I would expect them to kind of continue that. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be popped up, shallow left center field as Cruz makes the catch for out number 2. Yeah, no, it'd be good to see the Raiders good again. Seattle, I don't really have high expectations. Personally, I don't think Darnold is that guy, and if he is, I just haven't seen enough, to really say, yeah, no, he's good. I don't know. I just think now there's a lot of expectation in Seattle. He's getting a lot of money. They now have more film on him, as that's going to be in there. Strike 1 to Wagaman, batting .247, OPS of .660. But we'll see. We'll see. Again, I'm not the biggest Darnold fan, but hey, maybe he is for real. I've been wrong before. It's rare in NFL, but I have been wrong, and that's going to be a pass ball. And looks like Lopez is going to take second. 8-8 on interim coaches for 2 years in a row. Okay, that's probably what I remember. Yeah, Hugh Jack. I remember Hugh Jack. Yeah, Tom Cable. Yeah, no, I do remember those. Yeah, I don't know. The mid-20, the late 2000s, early 2010s for me is that's iconic. Of course, the 2000s, that's like peak football for me. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit into center. That's going to get down. Cruz. He's going to throw home. They're waving him home. The throw is offline. So Lopez is going to score. And Wagaman is at second. So the Marlins are now up 3-0. Maybe I've cursed the Pirates calling this game. I don't know. I'm going to blame you guys, though. You guys voted for it. Oh, that's so unfortunate, though, as the Pirates are now down 3-0 to the Marlins. No, the game's changed, but I do feel like the pocket passer chopping up defense is a bit more effective. Mobile QB is definitely the norm, which is cool. No, I completely agree. I mean, you watch games from back then, as here's the pitch to Myers that's in there, strike 1. I completely agree. I feel like the quarterback position back then, it was just, I don't know. It was pretty cool. I watch a lot of NFL throwback. They have a lot of older games. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be outside ball 1. They'll condense it, obviously, 20 minutes or something like that. But just the quarterback play, you look at the stats from the 90s and 2000s, you're like, well, those guys are trash. No, they really weren't. They were actually very good. And quarterback play was much better back then. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be outside ball 2. The mobile quarterback it's neat. Most quarterbacks are mobile, but they use it too much. They use it as a crutch, and I think you just have seen it's just not as, a lot of dumb mistakes, and that's going to be a ground ball up the middle. Gonzalez throws to first for out number 3, but the Marlins are able to tack on another run, so now the Marlins are up 3-0 over the Pirates. Pocket passing is a dying art now. Well, yeah, you still have a few. Burrow is a pocket passer. Darnold's not mobile. Baker's not really, he stays in. Especially, he kind of moved a little bit when he was younger, but now he stays in the pocket. Gino's kind of, but again, they're not really. Joe's really good. He's elite, but the other ones are okay. So I don't know. Anyway, guys, if you do like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Again, I've been doing baseball games since opening day, so hopefully you like what you see, and definitely give me that follow. It doesn't cost you a dime. It's actually free, I promise. And again, I'm a big football fan, looking forward to football season, so if you're baseball, football, or football, baseball, either or, that's fine with me. I think you'll like what you see, as, again, I'll be there every weekend. Then once baseball season is over, I'll be doing football throughout the week, as many games as possible. I think most of it starts Tuesdays. Yeah, Wednesdays, Tuesdays. Once it gets into October, once baseball season pretty much moves out of the way, I'll be, again, still doing games every night, as many nights as possible. So hopefully I'll see you there. Pardon me. But again, I'm starting off with football, actually preseason. I can't even say week 0 of college football. I'm excited for preseason. I know, that's crazy, isn't it? And I'll try to do as many preseason games as possible. Of course, I'll probably be having you guys vote, hey, do you want me to cover this preseason game, or do you want me to do some Pirates baseball, or I'll probably have another baseball game as well, because, again, I do have a lot of subscribers as well that are in the NL West specifically. I mean, the NL West loves me out there. I mean, I'm big in the NL West. That's going to be inside ball one. I got to chill out. 1-0 count to Nick Gonzalez here, as he's 0 for 1, batting .222, OPS of .722. Pirates hopefully are able to score some runs here, as that one's going to be hit right, but also fouled. But I'm ready. I mean, I actually made my, I don't know if I'm going to make some like YouTube shorts and do the predictions like that, or make an actual video. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit foul. I actually had some success with some shorts, so I don't know. Shorts might be the way to go. I'm just not a good editor, man. I can't edit worth a crap. I really can't. I don't have the patience for it. It takes too long. 1-2 count to Gonzalez. Alcantara sets and delivers. That's in the dirt. Checked his swing. He did not go. I just also don't know how to pull footage. Like, I don't know what I can and can't do for, like, downloading videos, and then, like, can I even show the video without it being copyright? So that's just, I don't know. I just don't know what I'm doing. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be a swing and a miss. He struck him out. So down goes Gonzalez. That's going to bring up Frazier. He's 1 for 1, batting .268, OPS of .701. I get stoked for preseason. Doesn't count, but it's football. Oh, yeah, no. Same. I mean, I take that back. I say that, and then I actually watch it, and then I'm like, okay, well, you can definitely tell the quality of play is not good. Here's the first pitch to Frazier. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Hall of Fame game count. Yeah, no, again, like, if you guys are questioning my football, I already have this thumbnail up there. So that's a foul tip, strike two. I already have the Hall of Fame game ready to go. Chargers, Lions. Like, I'm just saying, if you're a football fan, I don't think you're going to be missing out if you hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Like, I am ready to go for preseason and NFL. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be poked into left. That is going to be caught by Stowers for out number 2. And, of course, college football as well. That'll be fun. That'll be pretty fun. Joseph, you might have told me already, do you have a college team that you pull for? Just out of curiosity. I mean, I cheer for the University of Pitt. Not like, again, I'm they're not the greatest, but, still going to watch their games and cover their games. Again, of course, I'll be doing other games as well, as here's the pitch. Inside ball 1. Yeah, the copyright stuff does get annoying. Remember, I tried getting a hat stitched up by Lids, and it was only going to be one letter. Interesting. 1-1 count here. That one's going to be low. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen. I don't know what they're showing. They're filming a cameraman as Davis hits this one deep, but that one is fouled. That one had the distance. That one had the distance. Oh, my goodness. He crushed that ball. Man. 1-2 count here. Here's the pitch. Davis hits this one. Not as far this time, but that one is hit well, but foul. It's going to be a black hat with a silver R. Really? That's crazy. Doctor, favorite Pirates player? Here's the 1-2. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. So we head to the top of the 5th. Marlins 3, Pirates nothing. Pirates player currently, Brian Reynolds. Pirates player all-time, Andrew McCutchen. They said it was either too close to the Rice College or resemble the Raiders. That's crazy. Yeah, no, like, I don't know. These freaking, they just want you to buy the license. I actually have I tried to get a Pirates hat at this little local, like, farmer's market thing. This lady was selling, like, hats, and, like, you can have a bunch of logos. I was looking, like, do you have a Pirates? Do you have a Steelers? No. I found the Phillies logo, and I found a red hat, and I'm like, here you go. I'll just do this combination. I don't know if she knew anything about it, but yeah, no. So I have, like, a custom, off-brand Phillies thing. I don't go too much into college, but I enjoying some games at Many Years College. Fresno State. I think they're playing week 0, so maybe I'll see you there. If you're not able to watch it, I got you. Which they're all in the local, except for Sam Houston, Western Kentucky. So I hope to hopefully that wins the vote, and if it is close, I'll probably still go Sam Houston. Honestly, I'm not saying I'm going to rig it, but I do want to capitalize because most people are going to watch Fox. And that's kind of my strategy, and that's kind of why when it comes to the NFL, I'll go elaborate on what I'm talking about here. So, obviously that later window, you're looking at week 1. Detroit, okay, well, I'll try to do just one game. Detroit, Green Bay is going to be the featured game. Everyone's going to be watching that across the country. So, if I were to do that game on here, especially going up against Tom Grossi, who's a big Packers fan, I am going to get crushed. So, that might be one where I kind of leave off, and have you guys vote on the other 3 games. But if you guys really did want me to do it, I would do it. But it would have to be like a vast majority, pretty much. So, but we'll see. But again, you guys will have a lot of control on what I cover. So just keep that in mind. I will listen to you guys. Like, again, you guys showed your support for the Pirates here today, as that's going to be fouled back. Strike 1. Again, Pirates crushing this vote, 13 votes. It's already closed. I think Dodgers got some more votes, but again, we're already doing this one, and I don't know. I'm feeling not the greatest right now, so I don't know if I'll be doing another game tonight as Keller delivers the 0-2. That's going to be a foul tip. Fresno's always up for a one-sided fight for some cash. They did do quite a good job defensively against Michigan last year. An embarrassing loss to Air Force. Really? They lost to Air Force? Well, Air Force, that was a few years ago. They were okay. I don't recall, actually. I'll look them up, actually. What was the record? Here's the 0-2. That's a strike 3 called. Fortes couldn't quite replicate his performance in the 3rd inning as he strikes out looking. I'm curious, what was Fresno State's record? That's going to bring up Sanoja. He's 0 for 1, batting .239 OPS of .614. So I'm going to look up some Fresno's. Didn't think I'd be looking up some Fresno State today, but here I am. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for strike 1. 2024. I'm just curious. What were you guys doing? 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 1. You guys are 6-6. Played in a bowl game. Lost to Northern Illinois. Beat Colorado State. They're not too bad. Lost to Air Force. Yeah. Ooh, 30-10 to Michigan. I think I do remember that. That's going to be way outside strike call there. You can see that 3rd pitch there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Look at that. That was way outside. Keller getting a call there. Hey, that's always good. 1-2 count. What is that website for the... Okay, so that's just... Bobby, thank you for the question. That's MLB.com. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be chopped foul. So that's MLB.com. All you got to do is click on the Pirates Marlins game, and it should give you this little thing. I actually found out about this many years ago. This is how I'd pretty much keep up with Pirates games because I couldn't watch the Pirates play. So just get on the internet, and that's what I'd be watching, as that's going to be inside for a ball. I think Air Force threw like the ball less than 50. Yeah, that's just usually how it is. Yeah. Air Force, that doesn't have any Air Force. Yeah. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit to 3rd. Hayes, oh, he can't find it as he spins around. IKF has to come over and secure it as Sanoja is going to get on. And I don't know if that'll be an error or not. Deflected, not going to be an error, I don't think. It's not saying it's an error. Yeah, no, they're going to say it's a hit. But yeah, no, MLB.com, it gives you that little, that batter. It's really neat. They actually take footage from the MLB The Show, well, not footage, but the still shot from the MLB The Show video game. I like that edition. It's been a few years now since that was changed. That's going to bring up Xavier Edwards. He's 0 for 2, batting .280 OPS of .671. Runner on first here in the top of the 5th. Marlins up 3-0 over the Pirates. Looks like you guys are... Well, no, we have some Pirates votes coming in. So I don't know where the Pirates support was earlier when the game was tied, but now since they're losing, we want to support them. Interesting. I like it. I mean, it's fair. 0-1 count. Chad Powers. Yeah, dude, that guy's the greatest Penn State quarterback of all time. Like, honestly. That one coach, I don't know if you remember that one like quarterback coach, like, this Chad guy, he's going to be pretty good. Here's the 0-1. That's a swing and a miss, strike two. That is one of my most favorite videos. Eli, he was mid. He was a mid quarterback, not great, but definitely funny, definitely a character, and that was fun. I loved that. That was funny. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be poked to second. Chance for two. There's one. And no, they cannot get Edwards, as the Marlins have some speedy base runners able to beat out these throws. So that's a fielder's choice there. That's going to bring up Sanchez, who's 0 for 2 with the strikeout, batting .259, OPS of 737. I think he's getting like an ESPN show. Really? Well, I know he does the Manning cast or whatever, but I guess you're talking about something else. That's cool. Runner on first, 2 outs for the Marlins. They are up 3-0 on the Pirates. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs for ball one. Sanchez batting .259, OPS of 736, 5 home runs and 25 RBIs. Keller sets. Pickoff attempt, but he's back in time. I don't think I'll ever get tired of the Manning Bros. Personally, grew up with them, and they're still sticking around. Yeah, no, for sure. Same with Romo. I think, okay, so it was you we talked about, had a little bit of disagreement with. That's going to be outside ball 2. I dig his color. Fantastic. The Mahomes stuff and like that is just too much for me. That is just, you got to chill out. You really do. Like, there's no way. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be hit to right. That's going to get down for a base hit. Runner's going to go to third. Reynolds is going to throw it to second. So Edwards is chilling just 90 feet away as the Pirates had a nice chance here to move to 5 in a row in the win column. But right now the Marlins are trying to end that tonight. That little streak. Yeah, no, Romo's fantastic. But, that looked a little Mahomey there. I think that's more of Collinsworth. But, yeah, anyway. Romo's got to chill out. He really does with that Mahomes stuff. So, I mean, the stuff Mahomes is doing, like Ben was doing forever. I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit of just like Ben never got the respect, as a quarterback. Like, they just think he got carried. Everyone thinks Ben gets carried. He got carried. That's just not even close to the truth. Not even close. Here is Lopez. He's 1 for 2, batting .236, OPS of 689. That's going to be outside for strike one as Lopez shakes his head. And, yeah, you look at the game day app there. That was about 5 or 6 inches outside. Oh, I don't know, Jim. Yeah, that's literally Romo. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Yeah, so if you don't like Romo, hey, here you go. This is your chance to have Romo to hear the game without Romo. There you go. That's another thing. I'll take advantage of the Romo hate, even though again he's good. It's just sometimes it's just a little too much. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be hit foul. Sidearm was a thing long before Mahomes. Yeah, no kidding. Sidearm. I mean, literally, Phillip Rivers did that like every throw. Like Rivers was naturally a sidearm quarterback. I mean, not saying like stuff is as impressive, but changing the arm angles up. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. So the Marlins strand or cannot push across the 2 runners as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Marlins up 3-0. Again, if you're a baseball fan in general, hit that subscribe button. And I do hope that you guys are enjoying the new thumbnails. I think they look fantastic. Again, shout out my wife. She definitely made them. and I pretty much just put the colors and all that stuff there. Hopefully you guys enjoy that rather than the basic generic internet ones I've been stealing. Maybe in the later, when I have a lot of time, I'll go back and change them. Probably not. That's too much work. But again, hopefully you like what you see and hit that subscribe button. Again, if you're a Pirates fan, well, this is what I've been doing. Since the beginning of the season, pretty much, starting with, these Pirates and Marlins on opening day. That was a very depressing game. Pardon me. It was so depressing that it cut my viewers in eighths. Look at that, following. No one wanted to watch the Pirates after that. But anyway, I'm still here doing Pirates. This is my 23rd game, and if you look at the top, the Pirates are 9-13 when I call games. From Marlins are 1-1. Both of them were, of course, Pirates games. But again, I also do other games as well. It's not just Pirates. Last night I did Dodgers Padres. That was fantastic. I did a UFL game obviously the other day. But yeah, no, hopefully you do like what you see. And again, if you're a Pittsburgh fan, I got you covered for Pirates. I got you covered for the Steelers. I got you covered for, and again, other football games that you guys will vote for. And then I'll do as many Pitt games as I possibly can. I'll try to do them all if I can. I just don't know if that will be doable. And I'll try to buy as many of the, ESPN Plus, stuff like that. I don't think they'll be on ESPN Plus unless they're really bad this year. I really hope they're not bad this year. I hope they're at least average. Come on. The last year was kind of honestly more disappointing, starting off 7-0 and then losing to Toledo to finish 7-6. Oh my gosh, we're terrible. That's a called strike there on Hayes. Batting .225, OPS of .557, 1 home run, 18 RBIs. Here's the 0-1. That's chopped foul. I just realized I scrolled all the way to the top here. Wife deserves to get paid $1K per video. Tell you what, if I get $1K per video, I'll give the money to her for sure. If I get anything more, though, I got to keep it, because he said specifically $1K. Now, hey, if I do get money for this, that would be fantastic and would definitely help me and her out as well, as that's going to be upstairs ball 1. No, I love it. I mean, she did a great job. I was do something. I kind of showed her pictures of other thumbnails. That's going to be low for ball 2. Jaguar Gator. I'm kind of, look at that. And then there's Tom Grossi. Because I like the. So Jaguar doesn't do multiple colors. If it was Steelers or if it was Pirates Marlins, he would just pick 2 colors. And that's going to be popped up. Shortstop is going to make the catch round number 1. So he would do black and blue. And, I just obviously there's a lot more flavor to sports teams. So black and yellow for the Pirates. And then obviously the Marlins have 3 colors there. So, but yeah, no, I mean, I love them. They're fantastic. In steps in Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He is 1 for 1, batting .303, OPS of .732. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle, strike 1. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be tapped up to the pitcher, and he's going to throw it to first, round number 2. I couldn't get Alcantara out of my mouth. Jeez, That's going to bring up Cruz. He's 0 for 2, batting .225, OPS of .804. Again, if you do like what you see, hit that subscribe button. We're so close to 200 subscribers. Again, thank you so much. We actually start off at 197, so I know somebody subscribed. Again, I do appreciate it. If we do hit 200 tonight, I'll do a poor quality audio, poor quality video, 30-second 200 subscriber special or something. I won't do it, but anyway, here's the 1-0 count to Cruz. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. I actually made that joke to Jaguar. He's yeah, if you do anything like that, you will not be at 100 subscribers the next day. Very true. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So very quickly, the Pirates looking to return to the field here as they just can't seem to get the bats going against Sandy. Again, Sandy's been fantastic for years. This year, not so much, but doesn't really seem to matter. Haley's just woke up. Wow, doctor. Am I at 200? That's going to be in there. Strike 3 called as Cruz goes down on strike, so we head to the top of the 6th. Your score 3-0. I think I'm at 198. Let me refresh. Yeah, I'm at 198. Dang it. You had my hopes up there. But again, if you do like what you see and not subscribed, well, I encourage you to do that. I'll probably see that number drop below. It's like, yeah, no, he's close. Got to unsubscribe. And that's fair. That's fair. That's fair, man. Again, if you are a sports fan, I will be doing sports, well, pretty much football and baseball. And then, of course, I did promise Draven, if you're a Penguins fan, again, I'm going to do a Penguins game, at least one. Might just be one, but we're going to give that a shot whenever the Penguins resume in October or November. We'll see how that goes. If I'm terrible at it, and I think I'm going to be terrible at it, I will probably retire from calling a Penguins game or NHL. But yeah, I know, right? I mean, I remember literally I started doing this for the video game stuff, and I got up to 24, and it took me a few months to get there. I'm like, man, don't think this is going to work out. Hits 200, Rob. Yeah, bro, this guy, that Rob guy, man. But no, I started off the MLB season, I think, with like 40. So, you know what? In what 2 months? 2.5 months, I'm up to near 200. Again, thank you guys. You guys have been fantastic. I really appreciate it. And again, I will be doing baseball throughout, even though football's coming up. And, I'm a much bigger football fan. But I'm still going to see this out through the regular season, a little bit of the NL playoffs as well. So, again, I do appreciate you guys. I really do. It's been fun. And I really hope, this continues next year, and hopefully we'll have more people here just chatting away. Again, talk about whatever you'd like. It's a free country for the most part. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a swing and a miss, strike one to Ramirez. He's 0 for 2, batting .235, OPS 742. Favorite baseball movie, sports movie? I don't know. Here's the 0-1. I think he went there. That's going to be strike two. I like Moneyball. And I like Field of Dreams. That's really tough, though. I don't know which one I would like. I'd have to think about that. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be chopped to foul. That sports movie, honestly, probably Remember the Titans. I know that's a lot of people either love it or think it's overrated. I don't know. I love it. I think that's a fantastic movie. We Are Marshall's good. Invincible's solid. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be hit foul. Just foul. Doctor, did Sean ever say his favorite NHL team when he asked me the other day? I know he said he wants. Did he? I don't remember if he did. Honestly, I don't. I'll have to ask. Yeah, Penguins and then whoever. That's what we'll do. Penguins and Sean's team. That's going to be a ground ball to second. Oh, nice slide by Gonzalez. Throws to first for out number 1. That's going to bring up Stowers. He's 0 for 2, batting .277, OPS of 819. Yeah, no, I don't think he did. So I'll have to ask him again if I see him. I'm sure I will. Here's the first pitch to Stowers, and Stowers hits this to shallow right. I think Gonzalez is going to call off Reynolds and make the catch for out number 2. So very quickly, 2 outs, and that's going to bring up Wagaman. He's 1 for 2, batting .250, OPS of 667. I just gave... Wait, what? Oh, yeah, the line. Yeah. I was reading. I'm like, what in the world are you talking about? I was like, did Rob get in the chat again? That's going to be a ground ball through. Sorry, I was just distracted by it. I'm like, what in the world? Myers is going to be up. He is 1 for 2, batting .304, OPS of 793. More of a Benchwarmers. Benchwarmers was funny. That's a good movie. I'll finish that comment soon after this first pitch to Myers. That's going to be in there for a call and strike. Anyone can say Sandlot. I love them both. I don't really remember much of The Sandlot, to be honest with you. Longest Yard's a good one. Yeah, that is a good one. I think my all-time favorite sports is Longest Yard. Adam Sandler has a hold on me for sports. Yeah, no, I like Happy Gilmore. That's going to be in there for a Called Strike 0-2. I like The Water Boy. That's a really good one. Yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot of good movies. I don't know, I have to really think about it. But I would say solidly for sports, just in general, it's Remember the Titan. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be fouled back. Baseball, I think it's probably, I'm going to be leaning Field of Dreams. I'm going to say that. 0-2 count here to Myers. Keller sets. And delivers. That's in the dirt. Davis handled it well. Wagaman's going to take second with ease. One and two count. Yeah, that actually landed in front of home plate. One and two count here to Myers. Keller sets and fires. That's going to be up the middle. Nick Gonzalez, nice play, throws to first. He is safe. But that was a fantastic effort by Gonzalez. If that got past him, that would have easily scored Wagaman. So 2 outs here, 2 runners on, as that's going to bring up Fortes, who homered back in the 3rd inning. Kind of put the iron claw in there, even though it's wrestling for sports, if not blindside. I have no idea. I've never heard of Iron Claw, and I'm sorry. I guess I don't really know much about wrestling, despite watching. I feel like I'm a casual wrestling fan, but I've never heard of the Iron Claw. That's going to be in there, strike 1. I did watch the little clip between CM Punk and John Cena last night. That was pretty neat. 0-1 count to Fortes. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Blindside's a good one. That is a good one. It's a shame. I don't know if you guys heard about what happened in real life. Apparently, I don't know. He didn't get a dime from the movie or something like that, and then they over exaggerated some of the events. Here's the 0-2. That's gonna be a ground ball to first. Horwitz, nice play. He's gonna step on the bag for out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Marlins are still up 3-0. Von Erichs. I guess I don't know Von Erichs. Anyway, if you guys do like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Again, we are covering a bunch of baseball games. If you're a Pirates fan, this is the perfect channel for you, as we are covering a bunch of Pirates games. This is my 23rd Pirates game. They have a 9-13 record when I cover them. And again, I do other games as well, so it's not just Pirates games. If you're a Marlins fan tuning in, just let me know, and I'll see if I can get you guys in. But for the most part, I don't think so, to be honest with you. I don't really know many Marlins fans. If you were a Marlins fan here, you're probably leaving as I said that, but, again, I try to keep it real. But again, I've never really met one. Actually, I know a few in Jaguar Gators chat, but I don't really talk to them much. I just know they talk about the Marlins regardless. What's everyone else talking about? The game or other sports? And then they're the Marlins fans. Yeah, no, we're bad. Oh, we're actually good today. Oh, man, we're the best team in the league. Oh, yeah, no, we're bad again. Okay. That's my experience with Marlins fans. It's really just not I guess, the greatest. But due up for the Pirates, it's going to be McCutchen, Reynolds, and Horwitz. Maybe I can get the Marlins in, if they play I don't know. We'll see. But again, Marlins fans have to communicate with me as well. So there's that. But again, I do also do a lot of NL West games because they seem to be very vocal about the teams that they support, which, they're good this year. The NL West has great teams. All 4 teams in the NL West, And when I think of the 4 teams, obviously it's the Dodgers, it's the Giants, the Padres and the Diamondbacks. I can't really think of another team in the NL West that plays there. As here's the first pitch to McCutchen. Yep, That's the only 4 I see right there. Nothing else. 0-1 count to McCutcheon. Alcantara is still out there, and he's pitching very well. Alcantara delivers. Ground ball foul. So 0-2 count. It's at 76 pitches. I feel like if the Rockies really play the Pirates, I feel like the Rockies would take a game, possibly two. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be in the dirt, ball one. Hopefully it would never happen. Hopefully the Pirates take advantage, and sweep them whenever that series does happen. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be inside for ball one. Or ball two, pardon me. Sorry about that. 2-2 count. Sandy delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. As I saw some fans get really mad for some reason on that. And that's going to bring up Reynolds. He's 0 for 1 with the walk, batting .237, OPS of .695. Contra just looking really good. I mean, I don't think he'll go the distance, but may go 8 if this is quick. That's going to be a ground ball, and that one is just foul. And that one was lucky, as that was hugging the line. 8 home runs and 39 RBIs. Honestly, I feel like it's a lot of RBIs, especially considering the fact that he was struggling for, a good bit of the season. So hopefully he, again, continues this recent form. He's been playing a lot better. In fact, I can click on him for you and kind of show you. I'm not just talking out of my butt. I'm sure you guys know if you're a Pirates fan or pay attention to baseball. Here's the 0-1, and that's going to be hit to center as I'm going to probably call him being out. There he is. He's out for out number 2. But last 7 games, OPS of .907. And if you want to go last 15 games, OPS of .975. So, again, he's coming alive here as we are in the middle of June. And that's going to bring up Spencer Horwitz. He's 0 for 2. And I believe I saw Ryan Barucki in the bullpen, as that's going to be outside ball 1. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 2. .2-0 count. Alcantara delivers. That's going to be poked foul. 2-1 count. Kind of looking at what's going on. Other stuff. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be popped up. Shallow left field. Stowers makes the catch for out number 3. Nothing doing here for the Pirates. A chance to win 5 in a row. But it's not looking good, as they're only going to have 9 outs to do it. As we head to the top of the 7th, your score, Marlins 3, Pirates nothing. And again, I do ask, if you do like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. It's one of those games, so energy is low. And, of course, I entered the game sleep-deprived, so that ain't helping. So I do apologize, not my best performance. If you want a good performance, well, I guess you can look back at the live stream from last night's game. Honestly, even the UFL game, despite it really being a blowout, football's different for me. I actually do it at least 10 times a year for the high school here, so I do call games for the local high school. So again, football, it's just a little bit more different for me. But if the Pirates are obviously getting wrecked by the Marlins, I don't think I'll be as enthusiastic. So I do apologize. But again, if you are a sports fan, I think this is a great channel for you. And again, I'll be doing 2 games every Sunday, one of them guaranteed to be a Steeler. So again, if you're a Steelers fan, Pirates fan that's not subscribed, I think you should hit that subscribe button. And then, of course, I'll be having a game called by you guys. You guys will make the votes for the other game I do on Sunday. I'll probably put that poll out sometime during the middle of the week and let that poll go all the way till like Friday or Saturday. The same for college football. If you're a Pitt Panthers fan, I have great news for you. So am I. So I'll be doing all the Pitt games, or as many as I can. And then, of course, I'll be doing another college game. Again, that'll be decided by you guys as well. So hopefully, again, if you like having, the chance to control what I cover, there you go. You want to watch this other game? Man, I really want to watch Texas State and Eastern Michigan. Well, let me know. I'm not saying that'll be a choice, but, again, I will take requests. Even if it's on the poll, you'll have the freedom to comment down below and let me know. So hopefully, again, if you're just a sports fan, this is a good channel for you. As we inch closer to 200, I mean, that's fantastic. Really happy about that. As Sanoha is going to be digging in. He's batting .244, OPS of .624. Ryan Barucki is going to be pitching for the Pirates. He's struggled. I know he had an ERA in the 2s earlier this year, and, well, as you can see, his last 7 appearances, 12.71. So, yeah. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 1. 1 for 2 is Sanoha. 1 home run, 14 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left. No! Hayes with a nice play. Throws to first for out number 1. Hayes, again, fantastic at third. Getting the out, and that's going to bring up Edwards. He's 0 for 3, batting .279, OPS of .668. As we await, it looks like he's taking his timeout now. I guess he didn't get enough in the batting circle. Edwards has no homers, but has 14 RBIs on the year. Flew out, ground out, and got on via fielder's choice. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be inside ball 1. 1-0 count. Barucki sets and fires. That's going to be hit to left, and that is just foul. And I mean just. Again, I do want to remind you guys I'll be back for the Pirates-Marlins game tomorrow. So hopefully, if you, again, you're just a Pirates or Marlins fan, I'll be back doing this one tomorrow at 11:35 Central, 12:35 Eastern. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside for a ball. 2-1 counts. Pirates, again, they're just struggling. I don't understand what's going on here. Barucki sets and fires. That's going to be hit to right, but that one is fouled. Two and 2 count. Barucki sets and delivers. That's going to be hit to Barucki. He's going to toss it to first for out number 2. And that's going to bring up Sanchez. He's 1 for 3, batting .263, OPS of .743. Barucki sets and delivers. That's going to be popped up. Davis has a chance to get the catch. And he does for route number 3. So we head to the bottom of the 7th. Marlins up 3-0. So I'm going to go ahead and charge my mic. Apparently it's about to go out. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. I think this is the first time I've actually had no mic on my head. So hopefully I'm getting immersed in the game. This feels actually very weird not have a mic on. But again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. I think Pirates, Pirates unfortunately not looking good As, again, they won yesterday. The Steelers beat the Dolphins yesterday 10-3, but tonight it looks like a field goal is just going to be enough for the Dolphins. So, yeah, no, not looking good for the Pirates. They have 9 outs to get it done. I think they can. I mean, we will see, McCutcheon, Cruz, Reynolds, and, Kiner Falefa. He's been hitting the ball pretty well this year. Batting 300. But, yeah, no, it's not looking good for the Pirates. It really isn't. I got to change out the battery in this controller, too. But, yeah, I don't think it's over. And apparently they are having a pitching change. I don't know if you can still hear me. They are having a pitching change for Miami, and that could be what gets the Pirates through. Again, Sandy was pitching very well. I'm actually shocked they're not going to can leave him in because he really wasn't at a lot of pitches. He was about 80-something. And I'll double-check for you. As, I thought, he was at 85. He definitely could have won another inning. So, again, this could be an opportunity for the Pirates as they are, and I'm sorry I'm doing this all. It's unprofessional what I'm doing, but, am I really a professional here? No, I'm not. But, this is a chance as Anthony Bender's going to be coming in for the Marlins, and I'll give you the stats for him real quick. He is one of their better relievers, maybe their best, 2.05 ERA. 1-4 record, but again, he's on the Marlins. Whip of a 1.06. So again, this is a chance. The Pirates have a chance here. Again, I know it's not looking great, but it's doable. It is doable. As Bender delivers the first pitch to Gonzalez, that's outside ball 1. Gonzalez is batting .214, OPS of .697 on the year. Bender sets and delivers. That's going to be poked at into right. And looks like he's under it and makes the catch for out number 1. So 8 outs remaining for the Pirates. And that's going to bring up Adam Frazier. He's batting .266, OPS of .697. And I do want to mention that, again, tomorrow I'll be doing Marlins Pirates at noon, as I am off tomorrow, so I do not have to work, so I'll be able to call a game early. Unlikely I get to call a game late, as that's going to be outside ball 1. The wife wants to go and watch How to Train Your Dragon, watching a premiere, so, usually don't do that, but we're going to do that. So, but I will be getting a stream in tomorrow. Hopefully I see you guys there, as here's the 1-0. That's going to be in there for strike 1. Isaac Matson is warming up in the bullpen for the Pirates. 1-1 count to Frazier. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. Oh my gosh, a kid was scared apparently. It hit, again, back to the fence. The kid fell down into the seat. I think he's going to be okay. You'd hope so. 1-2 count. Bender sets and fires. Ground ball to second. He's throwing to first for out number 2. And that's going to bring up Davis. Davis is 0 for 2, batting .200, OPS of .639. It's looking like tomorrow's game will probably be the series decider. Again, still plenty of time. I think the Pirates can score 3 runs, but again, they do need some offense here. Here's the pitch, and Davis hits this left, but it's also foul. Again, I do appreciate you stopping by, Jeff. I don't know if you're still here or not, but again, thank you very much for the comment and the view. Hopefully you did like what you see. You might stick around for future videos. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-2 count. Henry with 4 home runs and 10 RBIs to go along with that 200 average. Yeah, no, 8th and 9th innings. Yeah, hopefully. Here's the 0-2. Davis hits this to left. On the run is Stowers, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Stowers made a great play. And he's actually laughing and smiling about it. He probably knows that saved a possible double or triple there. That was going into that corner, but nothing doing. We head to the top of the 8th. Your score, Marlins 3, Pirates nothing. Again, if you do like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Like and subscribe definitely helps the channel out a lot, though. The game's almost over, so liking actually doesn't really matter at this point. But hopefully you do hit that subscribe button. And, I'll see you for future games. Again, I do mostly Pirates. It's not all Pirates. So, if you're looking for an only Pirates channel, well, no, unfortunately, that's not the case. But, again, I do give priority to the Pirates for the most part. This is actually my 23rd game. They are 9-13 when I call a game. Will they probably lose tonight? Yeah, so they'll probably be 9-14, But yeah, no, again, this game was voted by you guys, so hopefully you guys like having control over what I call. I do put out polls every now and then if there's just so many games to choose from or I'm unsure what to call. That's where you guys come in. And again, if you are a football fan, I will be doing football games as well. It's going to be the same type of format. On Sundays, I'm doing Steelers, and then later that afternoon, that's where you guys, again, are going to come in and vote for that afternoon game. Because the Steelers, I don't think, have a single 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock game. And then same for college football. I'm going to cover the Pitt Panthers. And then later that day, again, you guys will come in and vote. Especially that first Saturday. I'm already doing Iowa State, Kansas State. You guys will vote for the final, like which one do I cover out of those 3 games. And then same thing for, again, games during the week as well. Thursday, going to try to do at least 1 game. This is going to be a tough Thursday to do, too. It really depends on how these early games finish. But I'll try. Again, I'll try. But I do have to save the voice for Friday nights because I actually I work for the company, and I call, football games on Friday nights for the high school. So don't think I can risk the voice on Thursdays. But, again, I'll do 1, at least 1. Most likely just 1 until high school is over. So we're returning to action here. Matson is going to be pitching 2.25 ERA. He's only pitched in 4 innings, but, so far so good. As Lopez is going to dig in, he's 1 for 3, batting .235, OPS of .686, and that is a swing and a miss, strike 1. So the count is 0-1. Again, Marlins up 3-0. Pirates win streak looking like it's going to end at 4. But again, they still have some opportunities. As they'll have 6 outs to try to get 3 or more runs. That's outside ball 1. Lopez with 6 home runs and 24 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left. And Frazier with a fantastic run and catch, as he gets a nice little standing ovation out there and left. That was a great run. And that was a really solid hit. That would have been at least a double. But Frazier showing the hustle. He's got some speed out there still. I know he's in his 30s now, but not exactly a slow guy by any means. That's going to bring up Ramirez. He's 0 for 3. You can see Lopez. He got pretty mad about that. He's like, I can't believe that. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 1. Again, batting .233, OPS of .738 is Ramirez. 1-0 count, 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Matson sets and delivers. That's going to be low for a called strike. I thought he paused, and then he called it a strike there. As you can see, it's on the knees. Did catch a little bit of the zone. 8 home runs, 19 RBIs for Agustin Ramirez. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing. Did not go. Ball 2. Just show you guys what's going on in the other games real quick. There you go. I got a ticker, of course. So here is the 2-1. Ramirez hits this to left, but it's right at Frazier for out number 2. And I'll quickly go ahead and do this real quick. Reds over the Indians 1-0. Tigers over the Orioles 5-1. Cubs over the Phillies 3-2. Nationals over the Mets 4-2. Red Sox over the Rays 2-0. 0-0. Rangers and Twins. Yankees over the Royals 2-1. 0-0 there. Braves and Brewers 3-0. Blue Jays over the Cardinals. Here's the first pitch to Stowers. Stowers hits this to the left side, but that one is going to go out of play. White Sox, Astros 0-0, and then of course you can see that they are still warming up there in Colorado. A nice little MLB and AAA action there. That's rare, but you do see it every now and then. Mostly in spring training, not usually in June. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 count. Stowers going to ask for time. Yeah, he's batting .276, OPS of .815. So not a bad hitter by any means. Tonight, unable to get on base. As Stowers works his way back into the box, as hopefully we'll resume this one. Matson sets. And delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So we head to the bottom of the 8th. As again, the Pirates are down 3-0. 3 runs, 8 hits for the Marlins. Pirates, no runs, 3 hits, and an error. So again, it hasn't been fantastic at all. Again, if you do like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Don't click on the videos. I mean, if you want to, I'll show you again. It's not, video games. I get it. Probably not what you want to see. But I don't do videos anymore. I do the lives. So if I do videos, it's really just sports content. Again, this is what I've been doing since MLB opening day, and actually a little bit of college basketball. That was actually fun. I did try a very little bit of football last year just to see how it would go, and, trial and error. But now I know what I'm doing somewhat. We're kind of working our way through these things. But yeah, no, if you're just a baseball fan, especially a Pirates fan, again, this is my 23rd Pirates game, as they're on track to go 9-14 when I call their game. So I don't know, maybe I'm a curse. Yeah, they're probably just as bad without me. But and again, I do other games as well, kind of change it up, seeing what other games I can call. Last night's game was fantastic between the Dodgers and the Padres. I feel like that gray kind of blends in. So again, trial and error, kind of learning with the colors that I'll choose for the thumbnail. But anyway, but yeah, no, hopefully you like what you see. Again, tonight's game was voted by you guys. I'll go and click on that real quick. You guys, the Pirates fans, showed out. And again, I do other games as well. So again, you guys have a lot to say on my channel. Again, if you're a football fan, I have great news for you. I'm a bigger football fan, probably. As I mean, you might have seen the thumbnail. I'm already ready for the Hall of Fame game. But yeah, no, I'll be doing at least 2 games every Sundays. 1 Steelers, 1 non-Steelers, and you guys will vote for the non-Steelers game. And then for college football, at least 2 games on Saturdays, up to 4 potentially if the voice can go. And then, of course, during the week, I'll be doing other games as well. But, I'm going to give baseball the priority because baseball fans are what started this channel as far as subscribers are concerned. So you won't see really many college football games until during the week until October, but I'll still try to squeeze in a few. And, of course, I'll leave it up to a vote, so you guys will probably have a lot of control over that if you want to see Pirates or other baseball or college football. As Hayes is going to dig in, he's 0 for 2, batting .224, OPS of .555, so Pirates down to the last 6 outs. Can they get 3 runs? I think it's doable, as here's the first pitch. That's going to be in there for strike 1, as we have another pitching change for the Marlins. This is Ronnie Henriquez. He is ERA of 2.64, whip of 1.17. And Hayes hits this one to left, back at the wall, and Stowers can't quite get to it. That one is gone. Clear the deck. Cannonball coming. The Pirates are on the board, 3-1. Look at that. And coming from Cabrian as well. I know he had been struggling as of late. He gets his 2nd home run of the season. And it might be a rally starter. You never know. But this would definitely make the job in the 9th a lot easier. Hayes getting a favorable pitch there. Inside, high and inside. Hayes with a nice swing. Again, I've always felt like Hayes had a nice swing. Just never able to get hits, as that's going to be taken for a called strike. Stowers tried to rob it. He leaped over the wall, but just a little bit short. Unfortunately, he's not 10 feet tall. That's going to be inside for ball 1. Pirates showing some life. Again, Falefa, 1 for 2, batting .301 on the season, OPS of .729, as Skeens gives Hayes a fist bump, and they're going to have a little chat. Here's the 1-1. That's a swing and a miss, strike 2 on the ball in the dirt. Kind of uncharacteristic from Kiner Falefa. Skeens is like, yeah, you probably need to do that every time. And Hayes is like, well, it's actually kind of hard to hit a baseball. But then he's like, well, I'm not facing you, so it should be pretty easy. Here's the 1-2. Kiner Falefa hits this one right, but fouled. Pirates aren't going to get shut out, at least. Again, 1 run here in the bottom of the 8th. Nobody out. Henriquez delivers the 1-2. That's in the dirt for ball 2. So Henriquez ERA, what was it, the 2.26 or something like that? Now it's 2.93. Look at that. Pirates doing some damage to opposing pitchers' ERAs. Well, maybe not Sandy's. That's pretty high up there. But, anyway. 2-2 count here to Kiner Falefa. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to third. Oh, nice play. Throwing to first for out number 1. Man, that was a fantastic play by Javier Sanoja. He looked like Cabrian there, honestly. That was a fantastic slide and grab there. Good throw to get him out. And that's going to bring up O'Neal Cruz. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Hasn't really had a fantastic day by any means. Batting .224, OPS of 800. In fact, we kind of need him to get a hit here, or else there'll be no Pirates hitters with an OPS above 800. As my voice cracked there, and he took strike 1 all the way. Need one of those cruise missiles. Oh, we need it. We need a cruise missile. Here's the pitch. That's low in the dirt for ball 1. A cruise missile would be fantastic. 1-1 count here to O'Neal Cruz. Pirates have already scored 1 in this inning. So it's not over. As here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And, again, he's just not swinging. He's not seeing it well. There's been games where he has been patient and he is not chasing tonight. Again, he's just so inconsistent. He's chasing out of the zone quite frequently. Here's the 1-2. That one is going to be fouled back. There are nights where Cruz looks like $1 million, and then there's other nights where he's just swinging at everything, looking like me on MLB The Show. Like, come on, that's not good plate discipline at all. Of course, I'm talking about me. I don't walk at all. I didn't pay $70 to draw a walk. You know what I'm saying? 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Cruz hits this one to right, and that one is gone. That one is just pummeled out of here. That is a Cruz missile. I can't believe it. So the Pirates now have 2 home runs in the inning, as it's now 3-2. Cruz had to tone it down before he got traded. This guy, right now looking really good as he brings the Pirates to within 1 run. The Pirates trying to fight back and get that 5th win in a row. They'll still need a lot of work, but we're looking a lot better as Hayes homers and now Cruz homers, and that's going to bring up Andrew McCutchen. And can he be clutching? He's 1 for 3 on the night, batting .265, OPS of 753, and he stared at it and looked at it. And he stood there at home plate looking around. So that's going to be taken for a called strike. That one was just gone. Deep right field. It hit near the Miller time out there in right center. If you're a Pirates fan, you'll know where that is. Here's the 0-1, and McCutchen hits this to center. Unfortunately, he got just under it, as that's going to be out number 2. And that's going to bring up Brian Reynolds. He's 0 for 2 with a walk, batting .236, OPS of 693. So Henriquez came in here again with like a 2.6 ERA. Now he's at a 3.16. So that John 3.16 reference, or Austin 3.16, whatever floats your boat. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss, strike 1. 0-1 count. Reynolds, he also, again, has power. Would not, 3 home runs in an inning is a lot. But here's the 0-1. That's going to be chopped foul, so quickly down 0-2. But again, this makes things a lot more easier for them heading into the 9th inning if they're able, of course, to keep this 3-2. The only issue is that Horwitz and Gonzalez have struggled today, as they are both a combined 0 for 6. So it would be the first 2 hitters up in the 9th. 0-2 count. Henriquez sets and fires. That's low for ball 1. 1-2 count. Again, Marlins up 3-2 over the Pirates with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Henriquez delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and Reynolds frustrated with himself, throwing the bat, throwing the helmet. But the Pirates get 2 on the board thanks to Hayes and Cruz. So we head to the top of the 9th. Your score, Marlins 3, Pirates 2. And once again, I do appreciate you guys choosing me as your entertainment tonight. I'm not too sure how many people are covering the Pirates tonight. But I feel like there are other options. If they're not, well, hey, I got you covered. If you're a Pirates fan, again, this is my 23rd Pirates game this year. And as you can see, I do bounce around the major leagues. But again, it's mostly Pirates. It's a mostly Pirates channel. So hopefully, again, that's good enough for you guys. And hit that subscribe button, like button, of course. And again, this game was voted for by you guys, Pirates fans, showing out in the polls there. Then again, I had you guys vote for last night's game as well. And of course, the few games ago prior. Again, it's not, polls are what I do here. I definitely listen to you guys if I'm not too sure on what to do. And again, NFL is just right around the corner, so if you're a big NFL fan, I don't think you're going to be making a bad decision if you subscribe. Again, it's free. Won't cost you a dime. I want to emphasize that. I'm going to be starting off with the Hall of Fame game. You can already see, look at that. I already have the Hall of Fame game thumbnail ready. I'm ready to go for football season. So if you're a Steelers fan, hopefully I see you there. And the way it'll work, if you're a non-Steelers fan, I got some good news for you. I'm going to be doing 2 Sunday games every Sunday. So yes, Steelers is guaranteed to be the one, but the other one will be voted by you guys, the subscribers. You guys will be telling me what to do as far as the second game is concerned. So again, if you like having a little bit of control on what I call, subscribe and make your voice heard. I do a lot of polls on what games to cover. Same thing with college football. I'll be doing Pitt Panthers, but also doing another Saturday game as well. And of course, during the season, as my screen just went black, I'll be, of course, doing games during Monday through Friday. Of course, there's college games and, of course, baseball games until, baseball season ends. So, well, I'm going to be busy. I've been averaging lately about 1.5 streams a day, as here is the first pitch. That's right down the middle, strike 1 to Wagaman, who is 2 for 3, batting .253, OPS of .671, 4 home runs, and 19 RBIs. Matson is still in the game. That's going to be in there for strike 2, as Matson is going to be tasked to keep the Marlins at 3. Pardon me. 0-2 count. Matson sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on the ball way out of the zone. So it looks like Wagaman was looking to just swing away. Did not care where that would be. As that's going to bring up Myers. He's 2 for 3, batting .310, OPS of .803. These two hitters, Wagaman and Myers, combining for 4 of the 8 hits tonight. So they've done some damage. He got the first one out. Can he get Myers out? As here is the pitch. That's going to be outside for strike 1. As Myers shakes his head. Didn't like the call. Again, batting .310, OPS of .803, 3 home runs, and 15 RBIs. Here's the 0-1, and that's going to be in there, strike 2. And it looks like Myers is going to use his timeout. A lot on the line here. Not really a lot on the line for the Pirates, but, it'd be nice to see him at 5 in a row. I mean, that's something you don't really see at all for, the Pirates this year. They haven't really strung together wins. As here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Matson looking like $1 million out of the bullpen. So, he'll probably get traded. I'm just kidding. Probably won't. That's going to bring up Fortes. He's 1 for 3, and that one hit has been, well, a big difference in this game, as that one was the 2-run shot in the 3rd inning. Batting 194, OPS of 589. Matson sets. As we see Pirates fans waving, if anyone knows them, just let them know I waved back. That is going to be down low, ball 1. 1-0 count. Matson sets. And delivers. That's going to be low for ball 2. 2-0 count to Fortes. He has 2 home runs on the year, which one of them was here tonight. Matson sets and delivers, and that one is hit a far, far away, but that one is just I don't know why I said far, far away. Long way would have made way more sense. That one's foul, regardless. Sorry, terrible call. 2-1 count. Matson sets and delivers. That's going to be hit foul. 2-2 count. Pirates looking to keep this a 3-2 game. As again, they scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th to give us some hope here. Pirates fans, I'm assuming, are getting loud. I don't have the mic on, so unfortunately cannot listen to the game. Here is the 2-2. Ground ball to short. IKF has it. Throws to first for out number 3. So the Pirates need 1 to keep this one going, 2 to win outright. As we head to the bottom of the 9th, your score, Marlins 3, Pirates 2. As that is the chair, I promise. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Again, I'll show you guys. As always, I've been doing this since opening day. And started off with these Marlins beating the Pirates in, the 9th inning. That was very depressing. And again, if you're not subscribed, as I see, I'm apparently at 199. So hopefully you can be that 200 subscriber. Don't be that guy and make it 198. That would be really depressing. I would actually kind of cry. I wouldn't cry, but I'd be like, bruh. But again, this is what I've been doing. So hopefully you like it. Hopefully you like what you see. And, hopefully I'll see you in future live streams. I can't say videos. I don't really do videos anymore. Just, not the greatest at those. And again, I can't stress this enough. If you're a Steelers fan or a football fan, I'll be doing Steelers and other games on Sundays as well. And you guys will definitely have a lot of say in what I cover. Same thing with college football. So, again, if you're just a baseball, football, and even college basketball, as I didn't scroll down far enough there, so that's my bad. But as you see, I did a lot of college basketball as well. Not as much, but, that was kind of like learning how to do all this then. That was the kind of the trial run. I'll be doing it again next year. That was fun. But, yeah, hopefully I see you guys in future live streams. Again, feel free to chat sports in the chat or comment in the comments, whatever you want to call it. I don't, whatever. And again, I have a poll up. It's probably, it's 16 votes, not too bad. Pirates 62%, Marlins at 38%. I'm sure if I redid the poll, I don't know if I know I could probably start it. I don't know if I can get it done in time, but probably more Marlins this time. But let me know who you think's going to win, Pirates or Marlins. I see someone just voted again for the Pirates, so they think they're going to come back. And you know what? It would not surprise me. Again, we had 2 home runs in the 8th, Hayes and Cruz. But again, the problem is Horwitz and Gonzalez are due up, and they're a combined 0 for 6 tonight. Marlins are going to bring out Calvin, I think, Foucher. Again, I do apologize if I butcher the name. I'm not familiar with him. 4.37 ERA, whip of 1.41. So he's hittable, and he'll walk some. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low, and actually hits him. Look at that. First pitch in the bottom of the 9th, and Horwitz is hit by the pitch. So the Pirates already have the tying run aboard, and that's going to bring up Nick Gonzalez. Nicky G, as Greg Brown calls him. He's 0 for 3, but hopefully, again, he gets a free pass. That'd be fantastic. Horwitz I don't know if he tried to move the foot into it or he tried to move out of the way, but regardless, he got hit. And Triolo's actually going to take over for Horwitz for the base running. Triolo's actually, he's a big guy, but he's actually very fast, very athletic. As here is Gonzalez, runner on first, bottom of the ninth, nobody out. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Again, feel free to vote. I got a chat or a poll going. Looks like the Pirates fans are believing that this is going to be 5 in a row as we see more votes for the Pirates. Foucher sets and delivers. And Gonzalez hits this to right, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Triolo has to slide into second because, again, that was really close to the right fielder, so he was kind of like hesitating in the middle. But he's safe. Gonzalez is safe. So you got 2 runners on here in the bottom of the ninth, and that's going to bring up Adam Frazier, who's 1 for 3 on the night, batting .265, OPS of .694. The Pirates might be cooking. And again, they're showing the replay of Triolo's like going back to first, like, oh crap, no, I got to go back in a second. And honestly, if the throw was good, he would have been out. The pitcher's like, what in the world are you doing? Just throw it accurately. Thankfully, he did not. Foucher sets, looks back at Triolo and delivers. Frazier pulls back the bunt for ball 1. 1-0 count. Frazier with 3 home runs, 16 RBIs. Not exactly a power hitter. I guess he's our version of Luis Arias. Just a contact hitter. Gets on base somewhat. Here's the 1-0. Showing bunt again. That's going to be inside ball 2. And again, we mentioned that whip was a 1.41 as he is not, his ERA is okay in the 4s, but his whip is a lot higher than you'd want it to be if you're a Marlins fan. So he does allow hits and walks. 2-0 count. Showing bunt. Misses. Strike 1. Personally, I don't like the bunt thing here. I really don't. I say let him swing away. Just flat out miss the bunt. 2-1 count. Runner on first and second. Here's the pitch. Showing bunt again. Able to make contact, but that one is fouled back. So very quickly down to 2-2 here. Again, there's still nobody out with base runners on first and second. Foucher sets on the 2-2. Triolo at second. Gonzalez at first. Foucher looks back and delivers. That's going to be a ground ball to first. So it's going to work just like the bunt would have anyway as he steps on the bag for out number 1. But the runners do move up to second and third. And that's going to bring up Henry Davis. I don't know if we'll see a pinch hitter or not. He's 0 for 3, batting .198. OPS of .631. And I'm unsure what's going on here as there's a brief stoppage. Okay, no, we're back. Foucher sets and delivers. That's going to be low for strike 1. You can see there's a call. It might have caught in the zone a little bit. On here, it did not. 0-1 count to Davis. Here's the pitch. Davis pops it up. Shallow right field. I would not test this. Makes the catch for out number 2. And, there's the throw. So, Pirates down to their final out, and that's going to bring up Ke'Bryan Hayes. He was 1 for 3, and I understand he's not a great hitter, but they're actually showing the flashback now as Hayes hit the home run to get the scoring started here for the Pirates. So, hopefully we get a base hit into the gap. Possible. I don't know. Who knows? Here's the pitch. Oh, never mind. Foucher steps off. Big moment here again. Runners on second and third. 2 outs here in the bottom of the ninth. Ke'Bryan batting .227. OPS of .573. 2 home runs. 19 RBIs on the year. Foucher sets and delivers. That's high for ball 1. 1-0 count to Hayes. An opportunity to be the hero. He was a hero earlier when they started the scoring here. Here's the 1-0. That's high for ball 2. 2-0 count. A lot on the line here. A 4-game winning streak could be snapped here. Or it could go to 5. Here is the 2-0. That's in there for a called strike. 2-1 count. Foucher Set. Looks over at third. And delivers. That's hit to the right, but that is fouled. So the count is 2-2. Pirates down to their final strike. The Nats are attacking Foucher, so hopefully the Nats can continue to get in his eye maybe as he pitches. That'd be fantastic. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So down go the Pirates as their 4-game winning streak is snapped. So the Pirates are going to fall to 27-41, or the Marlins go to 25-40. Again, I do thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I'm sorry. Again, I guess I'm bad luck. The Pirates fall to 9-14 when I cover them, where the Marlins will be 2-1. They have a winning record when I cover them all against the Pirates. That's unfortunate. But again, hopefully I see you guys in the next one. As again, this is not my first game in Pittsburgh. I've obviously done a lot of Pirates games. I do a lot of baseball games in general. I believe this is my 44th Pirates game, or 44th baseball game in general. So hopefully I earn that subscribe button. And again, I can't emphasize this enough. If you're also a football fan, Steelers fan, Pitt Panthers fan, I will be here for that. Every Steelers game guaranteed. The other games will be voted by you guys, at least 2 Sunday games. So the other one will be voted by you guys. Same with college football. I'll have at least 1 game on Saturday. That's a Pitt game, and the other one will be another random college game with up to possibly 4 games. So again, if you like sports, if you like football, if you like baseball, this is a great channel for you. Hopefully you agree and you hit that subscribe button. What a buzzkill. I know, man. We were so close. They gave me that hope, you know. I mean, getting wrecked the whole game. Couldn't find a hit. As you can see, the box score there, if you're still here with me. You know, you're down 3-0, and then all of a sudden, Hayes hits a home run to begin the 8th. Okay, that's cool. And then Cruz hits a home run in the 8th. Oh, my gosh, we have a chance. And then you get the first 2 runners, the hitters on, which I've been kind of talking a little bit of crap there to Horwitz and Gonzalez for going 0 for 3. Then they get on base, and then nothing doing. Nothing doing, unfortunately, man. But hopefully you'll be back tomorrow. I do plan on doing Pirates Marlins tomorrow, barring anything crazy. There's supposed to be bad weather. That shouldn't impact me at all, though. But yeah, I'll be doing Pirates Marlins. Normally I would do a double header, but tomorrow is going to be a date night with the wife, so I got to just do the 1 game as I'm off tomorrow. So usually when I'm off, I try to get 2. But hopefully I see you guys tomorrow. It's going to be a noon, 12:35 Eastern time, first pitch. I understand it's going to be like a lunchtime. You guys will be at work. But again, if you have time, just leave me on. I'll be able to give you guys the play-by-play. As always, you guys have a great night. Thank you so much for choosing me as your entertainment tonight. Again, hit that subscribe button. It's free. Won't cost you a dime. All you got to do is press that button. And I see I got to 200. So thank you so much. That's fantastic. That is a great milestone. I really do appreciate you guys. You guys have been fantastic, man. I really thank you. So I will see you guys later. You guys have a great night. I'll see you guys actually, what is it, in 16 and a half hours. Y'all have a good night and take care.